Exploring the theories of play from Huizinga to Keiwa. Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be diving into how Johann Huizinga's book Homo Ludens sets stage for Hoshi Keiwa's book Man, Play and Games. We will be unpacking the 4 key modes of play, which are Agon, Aleia, Mimicry, and Illings, plus the Paideia and the Ludus spectrums. In 1938, Johann Huizinga's Homo Ludens argues that play is free, and it happens within the magic circle. It also stated that play has its own rules, time, and space. If you break it, you also break the magic circle. And because play is unproductive, there's no material gain from playing itself. So, what is a magic circle? A magic circle is what protects the experience of play, but is also fragile. If the rules are broken and the players stop treating the game seriously within its context, the circle collapses. Play stops being play and the special separation disappears. In 1958, Hoshi Keiwa expanded on Huizinga's idea in Man, Play and Games. He confirmed play's freedom and separate space, rule-bound nature and lack of direct profit, and then he introduced the 4 distinct modes of play. Agon is all about competition, testing one's skill and reflexes, and the method of strategy. An example of this would be Valorant, a competitive multiplayer shooting game that involves players that have fast reflexes and fast thinking. Players need to be able to play strategically to win, like when to plant their spike before the enemy could reach them, including when or how to use their character's skill.
Nice.
Cutting their vision. Cutting their vision. Cool break.
Another game example that best explains this is chess. The game requires players to think carefully on where to move so that you don't get checkmated by your opponent. Aleia. It centers on luck. It's based on the player's random outcomes rather than their skills. Monopoly is a game of luck. You could never tell what the next number on the dice that you're rolling is gonna be. And when you land on pick a card, you don't know what the outcome of it can be either. Unless you cheated. Another game that uses the concept of Aleia, Genshin Impact. Well, of course the game is an action role-playing game, but it also features in character pulling. It's always uncertain what the character or weapon you can get from this game can be. Players often hope for a 5-star. Each time they try for the 5-star, there's always a chance to get something else, and that's because it's always randomized.
I am the knave, Arlecchino, 4th of the Fatui Harbingers.
Next we have is Mimicry, which is like role-playing. It brings you into a make-believe world, seeming as if you have stepped into another role or identity. We have games such as Overcooked, which is a cooking stimulation game whereas the players take on a play-pretend role of being a chef in a chaotic kitchen, juggling through orders. It also provides a pretending feeling that you've got a knife in hand and impatient customers breathing down your neck. Another common example would be Heyday, farming stimulation game where you pretend to be farmers and fulfill the roles of trying to upgrade your farm. Lastly, we have Illings, which is about games that plays with your senses and gives you sensory thrills or disorientation. A good example of this is Phasmophobia. The eerie sounds of sudden ghost movement gives you the sense of fear, and you never know what the next jump scare will be. Actually, Phasmophobia is a very good example of this because it includes all the 4 distinct modes. For Agon, you need to know what kind of ghost you're facing, not just guessing on what they are. That's a skill, being able to identify the ghost and knowing how the game works to beat it without dying. Aleia, there's an item in the game which is the deck of cards. You get to pick out a card from the pile and each time it's randomized so you don't know what the things on a card is gonna be.
Death. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Look at that hunt. Look at the spike.
Mimicry. The game allows you to take on an immersive roleplay of being the paranormal investigator, which your job is to figure out what kind of ghost lives inside the building.
Video game about ghosts. We have to take our equipment inside, collect evidence, and find out which ghost it is and get out before it gets us. Hello? We got spirit box!
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game anymore. No, that's it for me. I don't want to play. I don't even know what she said. She said something. I said hello, and she went.
Lastly, Hoshi Kiowa's tucked his 4 modes of play into a continuum between 2 poles, which are Paideia and Ludus. Paideia, it embodies spontaneous freeform play, open-end creativity without fixed objects. Minecraft, there's no end goals for it, and players can bring out their creativity to do whatsoever. Same goes with our survival world. It gives you the freedom to do what you like in the wild. This represents structured rule-bound play, clear goals and explicit rules, and measurable outcomes. One good example of this is chess. Of course, you're allowed to move wherever, but you are bounded by the rules in which the character can only move in a type of direction. Example, like the king, it can only move in one square of any direction.
The goal in chess is to capture the opponent's king while protecting your own. The first player to capture their opponent's king wins.
To sum up today's video, we learned that Huizinga helped us see that play isn't just random or meaningless. It's structured and has its own logic, also connecting with culture. Hoshi Kiowa expanded on this and broke it into 4 categories, which is Agon, in which is competition, Alea, the chances of luck, mimicry, imaginative role, and lastly, Illings, which is disorientating experience. That is all for today. Thank you for watching.